And so these are my cuttings. Wow, I've been talking and I got a frog in my throat. Meanwhile, oh, and that shell, isn't that interesting? Came a whole shell when I bought a bag of shells. I like that. But yeah, the cuttings are doing pretty good. I love the plant that they're from, so I want to propagate more of them, economically, of course. And so I am that girl that will take plant cuttings, grow them all year, and then give you a beautiful plant at Christmas. You know, I've done it way many times before, but it's thoughtful. You know, I put a lot of work into it, and people seem to like it. You know, so that's kind of neat. Uh, Pies were good too. I used to get pie. I hope that's focused. My eyes are kind of a mess today. I got some stuff to do. I did this thing to put on my balcony. It's a Hawaiian theme. I already have the grass out there, and then this goes over it, the wahine skirts. And this is actually backwards. It's smoother and nicer on the other side. And but that way I can lay out without feeling awkward. I'm on the 4th floor, so there's nobody above me, and all I have to worry about is my crossways. And so I've took care of that so that I can get my vitamin D and take care of my skin that needs the sun. And so I think that's kind of neat to have that privacy and just where I'm situated. It's really neat that I don't have to worry about being peeped on, you know. I'm not exactly confident. And a bathing suit right now, that's the one I use right there. But yeah, I just, you know, out of your way at Burger King. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of different kind of art, and it's so de-stressing for me. It's very, very centering to do your art. You know, it's fun. I was feeling kind of gloomy though when I did my little buddy here. I like this rock. I did the rock too, but always in the shade. But unfortunately, I wasn't feeling really great when I did it, and I feel like I put my moroseness on him somehow. And so I feel bad about that. I think I'm gonna redo some of him to give him a more joyful look. He just doesn't look happy to me. And so, man, we can't have all that, you know. And so definitely taking care of that. And but yeah, it's kind of neat. So I'm gonna stop with showing you the messy house. I got lots of work to do, but I'm happy though. It's good fun stuff. And so I should have like did him first. Hello, but anyway, welcome to paradise. No, so yeah, it's been a long day, but I have to say it's been satisfying. I do like doing what I do, but wow, it was kind of amazing to see the bargains I got the last few days. I got a nice clock. I'm in a nice one, the old silver kind with the old-fashioned dial and the little bell at the top, and you know, $1. I kid you not, you know, and it's insane. The Lord's so kind to me. Even that clock right here, I need clocks because I need to know where I'm going. That was $1. Anyway, it works beautifully, and so I'm excited. But just lots and lots of work to do. But on the other hand, I don't know, because I want to call it work because I get tired and it takes thought and whatnot. You know, it does take a lot of effort, but at the same time, I'm enjoying it so much. I'm working on the church art right now. That right there, you can change it every day with one of these. I'm putting them on boards. And these are upside down, but this is probably dry by now, so I can see. Sorry about that. Once I trim these, then they become perfect for one of the stands. And then also, I did some decoupage with a couple of them. Where's that one? Oh, I put it in the bedroom. Somehow it went to the bedroom, and I'm grateful. It's gorgeous there, but still a little work to do on that. I was actually just gluing them onto cardboard so that I could later come cut them out like I was doing this. But they look so good on the cardboard. And everything flowed so well. It looked like a meaningful collage, like I'd done it purposely like that. So I didn't want to ruin it. You know, I was like, hey, you know what? Be grateful. You know, and so I just kept it. But these bubbles, they're cute. They're going to go on the edge of the window. I like clean glass, and quite often I can't tell if it's open or closed, so that way I can, it'll be, I like, I mean, girls, we bring sparkle. That's our thing in the world. This is so cool. I don't know if you can see it, but this is a book that the little dude looks like he's doing stuff, it's pretty cool. All the animals in there, yeah, do something or another. It's pretty neat, and so I like it. Anyway, I wanted to show you that fountain. It's at Walmart, and I believe it's $6, and so definitely worth it to me. Oh wow, dude, I left part of a bagel in here. No wonder I was kind of hungry. I like them without. I can have spread or I can go without. And so, hello. Anyway, that's who I am. It's not that bad. And so, yeah, this I'm gonna have a couple goldfish in there. I got all the seashells and stuff. It takes a few days though to get an aquarium or a fishbowl right. Mine, the way I was taught, which was quite professionally, husband who knew a lot, but he first we gotta sanitize it and all that, and then once we do put water in it, the water has to sit for a while to get all the chlorine and all this junk. And then we got to make sure we wash all the furniture extra good and put it in and let it get used to the water for, a day or two. And then, I think I'll have it like maybe a week before I go get the fish. And a lot of people will think, oh, you're just over, cautious. But I also rarely fail. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. And so, and so that's how we're doing it. But yeah, that was $2. So in fact, I got a look from my friend like, whoa, you never buy something for $2. I'm like, when you see what this turns into, you'll think it was worth a lot more. And so I'm excited by that. But yeah, creativity. I've been having fun. I've been really into seashells anyway, so I'm gonna get me some fish. Fish are highly relaxing. They're just so cool, and they'll get used to you. You'll see them. They'll come to you when they're like, "Oh, you're ready to feed us," and they grow so nicely. I usually just get plain old goldfish, and they just get. The one thing I've always been blessed with is any pet I get, anything like that, or a person under my tutelage, whatever. It just starts bringing out this luster in them, and they just get better and better. I'll get like a stray cat, and the next thing you know, everyone on the street thinks that I bought this thing. And it's like, no. So I'm real lucky. Plants, I take almost anyone's dead plant. No matter how much it looks dead, the Lord will be kind. There'll be a seed in there or something. And so one time we didn't even know there was a potted potato in this really cool planter that I got that was made out of like a raffia kind of thing. And I just got it for looks, because it was rustic and went with the decor. And we set it too close to a lamp. The next thing I know, there's a plant growing. I started watering it, and it turned out to be a potato. And potatoes are so beautiful. If you ever get a chance to grow a red potato, you will thank me. They are gorgeous. The leaves come out like purple and green. And I mean, it is God's art. Meanwhile, I've been trying to get everything together because I want the house super tidy and on automatic practically, because with things coming up, and I might be expending my, I might have more to deal with than I, originally anticipated. So I want to get myself completely organized, and I want to get my body nice rest. I always take vitamins and, do things like that, good supplements. I try to eat really good and clean, and I don't even go down the cookie or cracker aisle. I don't do any of that. I would say the worst thing I do is my energy drinks. But the thing is that when you have trial and critical times, that's the time you really want to be rested, stay as stress-free as possible, do what you can to have a good time, even if it's just having your favorite show in the background. I have a lot of people tell me I hate TV nowadays. Fine, go back to classic TV. There's stuff out there. And don't think that you've seen every one of every series, because you haven't. And I'm discovering every day new series that came out of the 50s and 60s. And I mean, I just couldn't even be more fun. I love to curate for people things that I know will bring you joy. And I've done it my whole life because I raised my brother and sister, and then being married, I always wanted to make sure I kept on really, even with our workers and stuff, because if they're having a good time, they're not even going to think about the fact that they're watching clean TV. You know what I mean? And so that's always been pretty awesome for me. Anyway, I've kept you guys on here over 10 minutes already. Once I get to chatting, anybody will tell you that. Anyway, I sure hope you guys have a beautiful day. And whatever you do, remember, you go to bed every night. It doesn't matter how you feel. I get it. But you got a new chance in the morning to start all over again and be whoever you want to be that day. You get to dictate your life. Nobody else. Nobody gets to tell you who and what you are. Remember, God loves you, and so do I.